So Mexico is making another move for Latin America, this time going after Venezuela. Very smart choice here. I think they could pick up, I'm thinking, half of the entire country. So we'll have to see how this goes. I think that the Mexican AI has been one of the only AIs that have been willing to take a whole bunch of land. Germany being for sure one of them, especially in the last video where they took a huge chunk out of Poland. I don't think anyone could have predicted that. As well as Britain has done a pretty good job as well of taking a whole bunch of land as well. Too many times. I've said as well, just way too many times. Okay, so what the heck is going on here? China back at war with who? With Russia. Oh my goodness. And Germany is on the side of China. Of course they are. We have Russia calling in Armenia. Ooh, Saudi. The Saudis might be able to help out a little bit. Remember how powerful the Saudis are. Don't forget about how powerful the Saudis are. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to combat against both China and Germany, but this is a pretty big one. Anything else that's super significant? Still keeping an eye on the Congo, and actually, they're not winning this anymore. I thought they were. Maybe with the, Nambia maybe is helping, because they weren't involved, I don't think, before, or maybe they were. I'm not 100%. Mexico still at war. Saudi Arabia has not peaced out with Iran, and that might be a problem. We'll have to wait and see. And that is the only thing that really matters for now. That's the big stuff. Wow. Okay, so this is a little bit scary because now, why is China all of a sudden? This is the second war in the past decade that China has gotten themselves into, which obviously they're going to be able to dominate almost any war. They've been a sleeping giant for a while. I guess they've been the real sleeping giant. I know I keep using that metaphor for a lot of different nations, Germany being one of them, and that kind of is appropriate, but China is kind of the biggest one. So we'll wait and see. Look, the Saudis are already over here, and obviously they're going to get their butt kicked already. But let's just look at let's look at the Chinese stats. They've got okay morale, 15.2, but that's not the best. That's not the best that we've seen. Again, they have not really done a lot in terms of war lately. So they don't have the military tactics. They don't have very much discipline. Obviously, it doesn't really matter because they've got just so many numbers. But it's still interesting to look at their overall stats in terms of discipline and morale and military tactics and stuff like that. Well, Russia looks like they're going to win one battle, perhaps, unless these guys reinforce. Is that where they're going? No. That 67 stack was not reinforcing. Hey, did you just stack wipe them? I think you did. I don't know. I don't think it's... Oh, no, you didn't stack wipe them. I was going to say. Armenia is here to help out. Is that purely Armenian troops, too? Hey, look at that. Armenia is going to help out a little bit as well. That's nice of them. I don't know how the Saudis got all the way up here. So this might mean an end to the Irani-Saudi Arabian war soon. Turkmenistan has been bringing down, I think, their war score. Obviously, they've had occupation fully over Iran for a really long time. Oh, that's why. They can go right straight through Iran, move through, obviously, Armenia, because they're involved in the war too, and then move to Russian territory. Again, I don't know if it's in the Saudis' best interests to be going all the way over towards this front, because this is going to be a big mess. Poor Russia. Jeez. Just poor Russia. I feel so bad. Is Germany trying to approach anything? Ooh, okay. I didn't even realize that Germany was dealing with these rebels again. I must have missed that. Now, what is Britain doing? What are you doing here in German lands? And why did Germany give you military access? How do you guys feel towards each other? I thought you guys hated each other. Well, I mean, the British certainly hate Germany, and yeah, they both hate each other. I don't know. The fact that they're not rivaled is kind of amazing. I have no idea. Well, they're enemies. Britain has rivaled them. Whoa. Hold on. Look at this. Somehow the British West Indies were able to land in Ireland, and actually they were able to, oh my gosh, they were even able to get to the northern part of the British Isles. Right when, oh my gosh, remember this. Most of the British troops are in continental Europe right now, and yeah, they're doing a good job against Spain and France, but this is going to be a big problem. Where is the West Indies naval fleet at? I am not sure. Holy crap. They can do whatever it is. I mean, if they get to London, that is going to give them some super high war score. Right now, they're really far behind. They've got a lot of work. Congo back at 0 war score. Keep that in mind. Mexico is pieced out. Let's go ahead and check on what they took. Did they not take anything? Are you serious? Oh, they took one piece of land, and I don't know why. It was coastal. Okay, well, it has 85 development. That is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess compared to the Polish lands that we saw. But still, they probably could have took a lot more. Then I guess I was wrong. My intro was totally wrong. Mexico did not take as much as I thought, but still. Or did they make them like a no alliances or anything? No. Did you ask for money? I don't know. Nonetheless, I wonder if Chile and Argentina was bringing them down. I don't know, but we'll keep an eye on that. Mexico gained 1 province. It's something. It is something. Okay, let's go check on the Chinese front, see if we're seeing any resistance from the Russian alliances. It looks like Armenia is here, but I mean, really, it's nice that they sent some things over, but I don't know how far that's going to go. So I think they'll take over like half of Russia before they peace out. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't take over half of Russia. This Saudi regiment, where are they going? Looks like they're going to be heading towards the battlefront. Yep, they will be. But I don't think that. I think that's it. Who is this? South Sudan. Oh, they're allied to South Sudan. Okay. I guess South Sudan feels like they're going to help. Is Congo still involved in their war? Yeah, they are. Also, the Congo are now allied to South Africa. Too bad they couldn't pull them into the war earlier. But it doesn't matter. They're actually doing a good job against Chad. They're doing a real good job against Chad. I'm confused how or why. I think the Congo have been running out of troops, though. Oh, actually, no, you're going after Uganda. That was the issue. I still have no idea how you're able to get up this many units. That's kind of incredible. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyways, we'll keep that in mind. Let's look at this. This is really interesting to see somehow the West Indies were able to land inside of modern-day Scotland here. And who is this? Norway. Norway's coming to help. Oh, man, Norway. That's messed up. I mean, I'm really impressed. I'm really shocked that the West Indies were able to do this, so I'm kind of like, oh, man, that's messed up. Just let them have their glory for once. Germany also dealing with a ton of rebels like we saw beforehand. This will probably be a reoccurring theme every single time Germany takes a whole bunch of provinces. One, there'll be a small increase in their aggressive expansion. Maybe 1 or 2 nations are going to actually maybe call for a coalition. Then they're going to drop out of the coalition. The aggressive expansion is going to be really high, and we're going to be like, why hasn't the coalition fired yet? And then these rebels are going to pop up every single time. I think this is going to be a reoccurring theme until, of course, Germany and Great Britain go into a war one-on-one. It's only a matter of time. And obviously, Great Britain is going to be able to call in their entire alliance of the EU, and it's going to be a huge, huge fight. So we'll have to wait and see. This part of Britain is done, I'm thinking, and we'll have to wait and see how the British land, because obviously they're going to have, I think, naval superiority. I think they will. Although, you never know, because remember, oh, that's right, Germany just destroying Western Russia. I completely forgot about that. So, I mean, Germany's going to be keeping up that discipline. Keeping that real nice and high. All right, maybe the morale for China is a little bit higher than... I just saw Mexico, and I saw how high Mexico's morale was. But whatever. Yep, they're pushing forward, and luckily for China, Germany is distracting a lot of the Russian regiments. So I wonder what this was for. What was this for exactly? Let's go and check in on that. Do we have a title? It's just an imperialist war, and it's the second Chinese-Russian imperialist war. That is it. These other wars, nothing much. Still, Saudi Arabia waiting. With 60 war score, I'm sure they have enough. You could probably fully annex Iran, but I don't know why you're not doing that. And boom, Japan has annexed their former vassal of South Korea. That's what I thought I saw. I was meaning to check in on that earlier, but there you go. That the red has now entered into the Korean Peninsula. Again, I don't think this increases the chance for war, perhaps. I don't think it does, because North Korea is still allied to China, and there's no way Japan's going to want to face that. I think, if anything, it just maybe thinks it's going to make China more thoughtful, maybe thinking more. Maybe they're thinking, I don't know if I like these Japanese lands now in my Korean Peninsula. Maybe that's what they're thinking. I don't know. Who's going to save the day for the British? Again, if this 61 stack ever gets down towards London, that's going to really take away a lot of this war score. I guess it doesn't really matter because the Allies are being destroyed. Best scenario for the British West Indies right now would be if Spain and France separate peace, and it's just the West Indies. But then again, more than likely, the AI will focus and realize, oh my gosh, what's going on? If they're only fighting one nation, that's what I'm thinking. China already has 7 war scores. Surprised they don't have a whole ton more. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have a whole ton more. Why did Poland give military? Oh, they must have forced military access, which is a really smart move. Is that what they did? Military access, Latvia and Switzerland. Okay. Huh, I don't know. Has military access. Oh no, that's them having military access. I don't know. But I guess Germany can move through. Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. That was crack. I saw this 168 stack, and from like back here, I didn't realize this was a German province as well. So there you go. Germany's reinforcing those lands. Look at Ukraine. Oh, man. Ukraine dealing with rebels. That is not good. Germany with 150 stack, I don't think is going to see any more resistance from Russia. Although Germany could face a lot. They could be in a lot more struggling situation, I guess I'm trying to say, with Russia and their alliances. If the Saudis and Russia were to team up against Germany, that would be enough, I'm thinking. That would certainly be enough. It's the fact that China's here distracting Russia, distracting the Saudis, distracting Armenia. That is the big problem. Now, is anybody sieging out this stuff? No. Why? Stuff's easy, and it's... Well, you're sending them some things over here. So I'm pretty sure in the first imperialist war, I think only 1 or 2 provinces were taken away. Like China only took away like a few things. So I wonder if we're going to see that happen again, or if we see them take a whole bunch. That is possible too. And then I mean that would be a. I mean these Russian lands aren't super valuable, so it wouldn't really be the end of Russia. But you're talking about a weakened Russia, which is going to free up nations like Kazakhstan, like Germany, like Sweden, like Norway, like Poland. To kind of move in toward these lands, I guess. But again, it wouldn't if China's only taking provinces away within their region, within their part of way eastern Siberia, I guess I'm trying to say, it's not going to be the end of the world. Russia's main power comes from Western Russia here with all this stuff. So as long as they hold on to this, which we don't know if they will, because Germany has like modern day Finland, they might want this stuff. I'm sure they do. And especially because I think the German AI realizes, wait a second, we're not going to see any sort of resistance from anybody. Nobody's going to try to stop us from continuing to take more land. Negative 45 war score, that's not good. Okay, all these wars have stayed the same. Nothing new. Here's Germany defeating the Saudis. That's the kind of the most interesting part. Not really China-Russia going to war, but it's actually these small battles between Germany and the Saudis, where these two nations have been pretty close in terms of army size for a while now. Last time we checked, the Saudis were way high. They must have lost a whole bunch to both the losses to Germany and to China. But I think they were like in 3rd place before. India really rebuilding their strength. Mexico had lost quite a bit of regiments, but they're rebuilding as well. Malaya's been quiet. Germany lost a lot too. Yeah, Germany has lost a whole bunch. So yeah, Mexico's actually in 4th place. That's the highest I think we've seen them, isn't it? Let's go and check navies while we're on top of while we're over here. What do we have? Total. China almost at 1,000 ships. They've been almost at 1,000 ships for a really long time. USA really not focusing in on their military. And someone pointed out a lot of the reason is, or I'm sorry, their navy. Someone pointed out a lot of the reason is because the USA aren't building any galleys, which is a problem. Yeah, they have heavy ships, but that's why they keep getting dominated in these naval warfares against both China, or I guess no, that was Japan and Great Britain. All they're building is light ships. All they're trying to do is get the trade over towards them. So whenever the USA does get involved in these naval wars, they're always going to lose them. Light ships are not that good for battles. And they have transport ships as well. 25 heavy ships. That's crazy. I mean, Chile has 28 heavy ships. Like, come on. And Chile's down to like what? Like 6 provinces? 7 provinces? So it is a little bit scary. And no wonder the USA continue to lose naval battles. I guess the same thing goes for Canada too. They also have no galleys. There's a lot of nations that have no galleys, but they at least have a lot of heavy ships. I mean, look at Japan here. I mean, Japan should be number 2. They practically are. I would love to see a Chinese-Japanese war, kind of naval war breakout. I know that I don't know. It'd probably favor China because now Japan has, some land on mainland Asia that they could go after and siege out and probably give them additional war score, just a little bit, but not much. What's going on here? Are you guys still going for it? Somewhat. Still going for a few extra pieces of land here. But that's about it. How much war score do you have? Let's go and check. It's been a while. or sometimes gone by. Okay, so all the wars are the same. China's at 10 war score. British West Indies at -44. Did they ever get kicked out of the British Isles? They haven't gotten kicked out. They don't have enough forces. They still don't. Part of the reason is I really think that I don't know if this is if they're just like fine with it and they're like maybe Great Britain is trying to expand their lands right here. Maybe that is what they're thinking. Maybe they're like, hey, wait a second, I could probably take a whole bunch from Spain and France because I'm going to win. There's no way the British West Indies are going to get their independence. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Italy is really helping out though. They're not giving enough credit to Italy with, geez, I mean they're giving up all of these occupations. I know that for a while there, Italy. Or I guess for a while there, Great Britain was, involved in this region. I don't know if they took them out or if they just didn't want to invest as much anymore. But France has been getting eaten up, I guess, by mainly Italy, Italian troops. Is it just Italy or is anybody else? I see Greece here helping out. So Greece is helping out a little bit. Look at little Switzerland, very small, but they're allied to Poland, Provence, and Spain. So that's good for them. Hopefully keeping them alive for a little bit longer. I'm surprised. I haven't really talked about that too much. They are down to 1 province. Jeez, that is crazy. Let's go ahead and go down to 3 war or 2 speed, just while China is at war because now all sorts of things are happening. Did Germany ever deal with the rebels? That's another thing. Is that Germany would be much more successful. I mean, you have to think that Germany not only is fighting in Western Russia, but they're also fighting off a huge force of rebels that have popped up. And I think they seem to be doing an okay job. Not too many occupations have formed or have popped up, I guess. Romania. Is Romania helping out? No. They're moving through German lands for the French War, for the Independence War. So we'll have to see if they finalize this. Now, here's the thing. They're not going to destroy these rebels before the end of the Russian War. So these rebels will remain. And if they decide to actually take a lot of land, like we've seen Germany do countless times, we could see some huge rebel uprisings. And because slowly but surely, we are seeing more and more, we're seeing, I guess, more and more German regiments die. They're down to like almost 500,000, which was crazy because they were close to 1 million, I think last time we checked the ledger. So India, involved in their war against Pakistan, bam, this is the first big war we've seen India in a really long time. China did a lot of damage to India. But finally, we're going to see something here. Visually, oh my goodness, this is cool. This is very cool, and I realize why India's doing this now. Look at that. Iran has still not been pieced out. I realize why India is doing this now. Pakistan was allied to the Saudis for a long time. India probably didn't like Pakistan for this entire time, but they didn't want to go to war because they didn't want to have to face the Saudis. But we have the Saudis at their weakest point by far in the campaign because they've sent so many regiments over in Russian lands to defend their ally that now India's realizing, wait a second, I can do this. I can do this, as well as with Turkey's help. Oh man, this could be crazy. We might see the rise of the once great power of India. It's been about, geez, how long has it been since we've seen India in a lot of strength in the past? I mean, it's been, I don't know, almost 100 years, I'm thinking. But anyways, we'll have to check in on that war next time. We've got a lot of different peace deals that are going to probably pop up by the time we start the next video. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.